started a company called Love with Legs. And the concept of love with legs is love is an action word. It's something that you have to do. It's not a noun, it's not a thing. It's something that you have to, if I say I love you, show it through an action. You just say, you know, I love you, that kind of feels good, but actually doing it. So even in terms of self-love, taking myself to the gym, even when I didn't feel like it, saying I have to actually use these physical legs to kind of go and put forth the action. And when I started just breaking it down, I started to really develop myself, started to break a lot of habits that I had, and just things that weren't serving me. And initially, it was very hard. And I'm glad that I can now share my experience with you guys. It's very, when I'm here, I like to be very vulnerable, very intimate. I feel like that's the best way to do it. It's very conversational. And a lot of times we don't have spaces where they create the kind of safe space for us to feel safe. And I'm glad for her, Natalia, for creating this space where I can actually just communicate freely. One of the addictions I had was to marijuana. And a lot of people may not realize that some people, hey, it's not a judgmental space. But some people, they may feel like it may be serving them. They may feel like they get something from it, but I wasn't. And through years of actually participating in that, I had to break it. Once you realize it's something that you don't want to connect with in your life, whatever that may be, and marijuana was that thing for me, what I actually had to do is, there was a guy on my block in my neighborhood who used to sell it. And when I was trying to break the addiction, I would literally have to turn off my feeling, however I felt emotionally connected to it. And again, love with legs. And I used to say to myself, I used to say, hey, if I can just get to my house and go past this guy, and then for the first couple of days, I would just go home and I would stay home. Once I was home, I was safe. I was like, all right, I kind of made it. And I knew if I came out to the store, I may be tempted again. But that was initially me breaking the addiction. And I think that's probably like the detox process. That's the part where you have to literally thrust yourself through something. Sometimes it may be a relationship that you're in that you can identify as it just being negative or it having a negative effect on you. And it may feel good. It may be something that's actually calling you, but you literally have to push yourself in another direction. That may not be surround yourself with certain people. My connections with a lot of my closest friends had to cease. It had to, because I had to thrust myself through something. And I started to break it down. Also, as love with the legs for me symbolizes the masculine and the feminine balance. And I used to think it was this versus this. I thought it was, you know, the man versus the woman. My physicality versus my emotion. And that's what I was kind of initially doing. I was separating them. Saying I have to ignore my emotion, kind of pushing my legs, and I realized they work in tune with each other. They work in tune. And then once I started to make that connection, that's when the power actually started coming. And now it's like love on a real level. So now I'm not trying to ignore my emotions to kind of go this way. I'm actually using that emotional energy to go towards what I want. So when you bring that balance in, and you actually are present, that's literally me doing a push-up, something physical, but I'm present. I got introduced to meditation. I got introduced to stillness. And a beautiful book that I read that kind of really got me on the path about 3 or so years ago, Successful Stillness by Russell Simmons. And it just really broke down that quiet time. And when you're in that quiet space, you get a chance to really hear your intuition. You get a chance to connect with what you want to do physically, but also connect with how you're feeling emotionally. And I think a lot of times, and I can speak just as a man, that's missing. We're unable to connect with our female counterpart. We're unable, even deeper, we're unable to connect with ourselves. We really lose in touch. And I think even I broke it down, even the word gentleman, I think that's almost like the perfect balance. They're saying you're actually doing something that's maybe physical or opening a door, but it touched my emotional shot. How is it making someone feel at the same time? It's not just push, push, push. It's actually a balance of both. And then when I started to understand it myself, Then I started to understand it in my counterpart. Then I started to understand it in my responsibility to people in general, the world. These women who I may not know. If I see a man hitting a woman or abusing her in any kind of way, it's my job to restore the balance. It's my job to protect her. But as a man, I'm really taking my place amongst my family, amongst my friends, amongst society, and understanding that it's not just a masculine balance, even though a lot of people may put it, I'm a man, masculine balance, but it's me understanding the balance of myself, my emotion, my physicality. And then I can step and have a real conversation with my counterpart.